Hello, this is Vulturefire. It's currently a weekend, so we are still on 1005. Today's skin of the day is Inventor Inna, but I'm probably going to leave the skin of the day the same for both days this weekend, so I'm probably actually going to take this opportunity to try out the modified version of regular Inna. So there are two differences here. The first is obvious. The level 4 passive, which was previously 10% extra effectiveness to Mighty, Tough, and Adept, is now after you play a tool, increase the damage of a random strike in your hand by 1. This obviously goes very well with Sharpening Strike type decks, as well as other strike-based decks, as well as like generally tool-based decks. It is a little awkward with Improvised Strike specifically. Although it's both good and bad. On the one hand, it means that Improvised Strike will, like, you can't, when Improvised Strike is discarded, you won't upgrade stuff, but it doesn't mean, like, if you are having play tools, it will always make the Improvised Strike stronger. The other thing is that you get an extra card choice when choosing a card to add to your deck. The text hasn't changed, but I've been told, and I haven't tested for myself because I haven't done a vanilla Inna run, that this should now work even in fights with idols active. Because normally you get, by default, when you're at the end of a fight, you'll get 2 pool cards and a monster card, right? And with Inna, you get 3 pool cards and a monster card. That's the extra card choice. However, there's only room on the screen for 4 card rewards. What this meant was, after a fight that had an idol, you would get 2 card pool rewards, 1 monster card, and 1 idol card. Did it with weather instead of just with the 1 weather instead of 1 idol. And since all boss fights had an idol active, if you have invoked any idols, this meant that this level 7 passive was effectively useless in boss fights, which was not great. So that has been changed, allegedly. Deciding if I want to just trash this deck entirely, because I don't think I had much success with it. So, new deck. So, unarmed combo theoretically could be good. I kind of want to try just like Cleaving Strike as our win con, because that seems interesting. Because this is an AoE card. Kind of want to do like Cleaving Strike with tools. Sounds potentially interesting. Because of course there is a tool that gets Tough, there's a tool that gets Mighty. We probably do want our own Tough source so that we can have it consistently. The other one that's interesting is Poison Darts, which should get effectively +4. And then on upgrade +6. Should be pretty good. I'm uncertain about Sharpening Strike just because like I don't know how many strikes I actually want to run. So I'm probably just going to do hybrid mode again because that's how I do. Probably going to go def focuses. I do like Burning Prism. I say that. So Burning Prism has upsides and downsides. The upside is it is a cleanse source. It is a way to get access to weak, or is it cleanse source? It's an access to get temporary powerful. It's a way to get extra hits, but it does also eat purity, which can be annoying. And if we already planning on getting Mighty from Stoneskin Bomb, which is a common tool, then it's less valuable. I'm also considering always Creative Outburst. Assisted Focus is tempting, or Assisted Analysis. Since both those can do good work. As far as Tough goes, I kind of think I want to go Heroic Vigor. I may go Heroic Vigor and Martial Prism. I think we take Frozen Solid because Frozen Solid is just so good. And then I am kind of tempted to just take a Improvise but I think I actually want a combat ready. So that will draw us, that'll give us a way to draw into our strikes, which I think we're going to need. And we'll see how this goes. Okay. We're going to do hybrid mode, and kind of need to go ramparts because strike draw. Let's start by rerolling bounties. That still seems possible. This is definitely possible. We don't have a direct way to do that, but could still happen. We're not actually doing quick play. That's very possible with Anna. Okay. Emptiness Hunt, White Flame is interesting. I tend to be more inclined towards doing like Endurance or Hunger, of course, instead of Hunt. Hunt gives us extra strikes to work with, but it also means we have to deal with more nonsense. Emptiness has caused me some real problems. Endurance is just so good. It's the thing. We're going to do that combo. It does mean that I deal with White Flame cards, which is a nuisance. I am less certain between these two which one I want. If we are fighting White Flame, you have to deal with Dread and Destruction, and those are both things we're going to have to figure out answers to. I think Icy Gale is more likely to give me tools that I need for that. Max hand size is always amazing. Extra rest is fine. Extra max mana usually doesn't matter a ton. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Ooh. This is great against Destruction, although it's bad against Emptiness, so that was probably a mistake. But it's too late now. Just take the mana. It's my go-to. Alright. So, this is not the best map I've ever seen. This could give us Enraged Persistence, which would be good. However, we don't really care about Cinder Barrage or the other options here, or the other fire cards. And this fight is always a nightmare. This fight can also be a nightmare, admittedly, but I think it's less of a nightmare with that one thing. I think we're going to go this way, take all the extra idle rewards, try and see if we can get artillery going. We'll just see how it goes. This ends up being a little awkward in terms of how it shakes out. We gain more top. And yeah. It's going to be... Let me just do this. Yeah, the Arcane is a pretty big downside against Emptiness, which is something I should have thought of. But I was not thinking. Here's your shield. Rude. Did less than I would have liked, but I definitely should have taken an improvise. We are not able to make... in my head, I was kind of thinking of Inventor Inna, who gets the free tools. And that is not the end we are playing. Okay. So I can do that. Which will give me extra damage on these. Yeah, if we can get... Once we get the depth focuses upgraded, I think we'll be in better shape. But... Alright. And yeah, Pocket Sand is currently double fatiguing. Still, I think I said that earlier in last fight, but... Or this fight. It's on fight 1, I think. But, yeah. I just refreeze that, I think. Pop. And then we went off the poison. So, oh, can't see that damage after the fight. We're not scaling as fast as we would like. I think that's pretty good. I'm not sure we can beat Assault Beetle with the current list. I want that to go away. Although we do not deal with trash. I feel like I'm kind of at one of those points where I need to decide if I want to just restart. And I've already kind of committed to, because like, this starting deck is obviously not great. And my best play is probably here just go ahead and restart the run and retool the starting deck because I'm early enough in. Instead of like trying to force this deck to work. Yeah, okay, that's what we're gonna do. And actually no, I do just want to go ahead and abandon because I think we're at formless and I don't want to deal with formless. Go ahead and just abandon the run. Okay, well, let's see if we can retool this to be a better starting deck. Still get that. We don't have the extra max hand size now, which is unfortunate, but... Okay, so let's see. I think this would be better as Creative Outburst. Well, Creative Outburst gives us a draw, but it's like awkward. I think we actually want an Improvise. We want... See that I may still actually want the Creative Outburst just for hitting zero, bouncing off 0 mana. The thing is, I want that is I was kind of thinking I wanted a treasure hunt. Let's actually try that because treasure hunt does give us access to tools, which is interesting. Because, of course, the inside of treasures are tools. What am I doing? Okay. And then, hopefully, we can make this work. So what's the advantage to getting a creative outburst in here is that creative outburst gives us a mana card, a card that generates mana that we can draw with a combat ready, which has value. Let's see if that's any better. I don't think we want to. Well, if this was only a problem because we specifically took that arcane, I think without the arcane converter, it's a lot less of an issue. Core would be okay, but I don't think we care that much. Okay, so we're fighting Baelator, we're fighting Avarice and Dread. So we're not fighting Destruction anymore. Soothing Size is generally pretty good. Although Soothing Size with Hunger is a pain in the ass. Shadowbone Dragon is also a pain in the ass, though. This would give us access to Elemental Strike, potentially. Yeah, I think we go... I think Plains has more cards for us. That's good when we have Treasure Hunt. Alright. Still no Elemental Cannon, which is unfortunate. But we can get an Emptiness card, which is nice. This fight could be a pain in the ass. But we're going to start here. I think we're going to take this route. This fight scares me. Okay. One awkward thing about this is normally we want to freeze out like tools, but in this particular deck we don't actually necessarily want to be freezing tools, which may actually make Frozen Solid quite a bit weaker, and that is something I should have considered. And the same is true of whatever. You're gonna die, I think. Yeah, you are super dead. And then you're just not gonna gain enough shield because of the frail. I don't hate that. I don't hate this either, but I don't love it. Barbed Gale is generally great. Barbed Gale could be very good in this fight, but it also is bad against Emptiness. I think I like the tough source since we currently are reliant on Treasure Hunt for our tough, which is not great. Ooh. Permanent Frost Rune could open up some stuff. And the Mighty overcomes it. I think I'm actually going to freeze that, which is a little weird, but... Pitch that. Actually, I think I also do want to stack buffs on the other thing. And I'm specifically just avoiding tripping whatever. Yeah, we can hold that for next turn. Okay, that wasn't reflect, which is good. that there for now. Oh, I think I can just actually kill the... via the poison here. Or via the bleed here. But on the other hand... no point in putting ourselves at risk. Upgrade that. I should now put it, yeah, just so much damage. And then that'll freeze, just for good measure. That gives us access to a cleanse, and it's a pretty good one. I'll take it. Pretty good one for this deck specifically. I could cut things, but I think starting to upgrade things is so valuable. Like having that be 6 hits. It's pretty huge. Plan here is that we will just do enough damage that that we can just count on drawing. We have to just save that for now. Oh, whoops, I'm already holding. I think that's okay. And then... kind of feel like that's the one that we need to kill. Because if we don't, then... because if this one doesn't die, if these guys die first, then we end up with taking it in a lot of trouble potentially. We are starting to stack damage. We're at 11x2 there, which is not bad. The Undying Persistence is a little bit problematic in terms of, like, again, figuring out what we're going to discard. What is the upgrade here? Okay, so that doesn't actually get us extra hits, which is annoying. It'd be really nice if we could just roll Mighty. I think I can afford to trip this Opportunist. Wow, I really can afford to trip that Opportunist. Yeah, even if we don't get skill there, that is still making progress. And we froze out the second summon, so that also bought us time. I don't know that we actually need that necessarily this fight. Mm. Definitely the skeleton key is doing tons of work, which is honestly unsurprising. Right, very obviously powerful. We can go for that. Oh, because of the shock. It's like, why are we getting so much less damage here? I mean, if skills just gonna be delivered to us like that, especially like with the porters on this. Yeah, someone comes out now, but yeah, this is not enough for us. Even with that, it wouldn't have been enough for us. Okay, so we do have to deal with the summon, but it will be a summon that doesn't have any backup, and our whatevers are going to remain scaled up. So. Alright, we do have all the hits there. Body. Alright. That's working out. I don't know about this. Because it doesn't actually work necessarily with everything we're doing. Because I don't really care about those but it doesn't hurt, and it is a lot of options. That's pretty good. I think we upgrade the Battle Glory. And I do think upgrading that makes a lot of sense because that upgrade is just very good. And I am debating cutting the Undying Persistence, but I think I'm not going to. I think I like it enough to keep it for now. Kind of like the play like just discarding the pocket cards. We're absolutely going to need to figure out better mana pretty quick. That's actually not the most useful. Well, I say that. Should actually do, if Cleaving Strike is the first strike of the turn, it'll actually give Cleaving Strike 3 extra hits. Because of how it works out. Okay, so we want at least one hobble. We do that. And the idea is that gets us through all of the purity. Okay. Hey, permanent frostberry is pretty good, actually. Okay. Okay. So we need Mighty. There's our best shot at finding Mighty. Although, realizing now that Creating a little bit of a problem for ourselves. Because... Well, I think we upgrade the frozen solid. Well, I could see it going either way there. I think we just do this, even though it doesn't like get us the kill, because it should. It does quite a lot to weaken that. The nice thing here is that the Dispel, while it does hit some of our stuff, it can't hit the buffs that we've been applying on these. Okay. I don't hate doing at least one of these. I think we do two of those. That gives us quite a few hits. Yeah, that was absolutely worth it. Realizing now that that was a mistake, but I didn't realize just how well that was going to go. That'll do. And now we get to take one of these. This is actually not bad. It does give us mana, but this is good, and so is the other card we can get here. I don't completely hate the Reckless Training, but I think I like Frozen Void enough that I'm taking it. Let's go Hobble. And go. All right, let's put you on top. Let's get these out of the deck, even though it does mean that we don't give up the extra hit there. We'd like to have gotten tough there, but take the powerful. Oh, we did get tough from somewhere, but I wasn't paying attention. Oh, because we discarded, because we played, of course. That's where we got tough. We got tough from Undying Persistence. I'm very much paying attention to everything going on, always. I think I do actually have to do that. And yeah, I was just gonna do that because it's pretty good to get 7 hit or 6 hits total. And then I think we just take the mana because we do kind of need mana. Although it's awkward here because like we have to get through the shield for it to start going off. Gonna waste this, but mostly just want to try and stack up stuff there. Yeah, I know. hoping to see... Well, not that. Oh, actually, could have cleansed there, which wasn't thinking. Or was just playing too quick. This spell's annoying. Nice thing is this temporary powerful helps protect any non-temporary powerful we have, which is... I don't think we have any, but, you know, principle of the thing. I'd really like to use that on that, but we currently have no way to do that. We go for that. Decent chance that we draw mana here. Alright. Let's go and just save that for next turn, I guess. We get some tough. Get some mighty. Yeah, that's a decent amount of stuff going, although love when idols coordinate. That's great. Very good. Specifically talking about like the cleaving strike plus, or the not the cleaving strike, the fatigue plus shrivel. Fortunately, my bullshit is stronger today. Last card on the deck is Death Focus. Doesn't directly help, but... Alright, that's effectively dead. I guess the question is just like, is there anything that it can even do to me with what's got set up? And I think the answer is no. Because like, yeah, it wasn't playing enough status to trip Arcane, even. Ooh, Prismatic Strike is very good. The downside of Prismatic Strike is that it doesn't oh, the thing is, like, I believe the +1 strike damage currently ups how much health you lose to Devourers, so I can't, so that's actually bad. Which is a shame, because, like, it would normally be good. If the +1 applies to the status here, this would be very good. It's a shame that doesn't go up to additional numbers. Kind of want to try if that applies to whatever. Things like this doesn't apply to, like, the plus damage here doesn't get carried over the things it creates, although this is still good. It's also reasonable. Kind of want to try to Debris Strike and just see if we can get any value out of it. We're not going to upgrade though because there's a chance it gets cut. I think we do have to upgrade mana because that's just kind of where we're at. And I'm still generally happy with the cards we're holding. Bad at cutting cards. Cutting cards takes thinking, and thinking is hard. I don't know that we're even... I don't know that Element Strike is even actually that good for us, but... So I think we would rather... I think these two are appealing to us. And then... I don't hate... Like, Element Strike is not amazing, but I don't hate it. I definitely don't hate Expansion. And then... picking up, like, a Null Shield is still fine. I think I'm just going to do that because I'm lazy. Oh, duh. Turns that on. Okay. have adept, so I can't actually tell if that affected the thing or not. Should have checked before I tried whatever. Alright, I actually think I like copying that. And then just going nuts on whatever. We need mighty. There's mighty. Got him. I don't think we can quite make that work. This seems okay. We don't have a ton of tools, admittedly, but that's still such a lot of potential. Because we always, despite like, we just gotta need more upgrades. That's what I'm trying to get around to saying. Although, now, I am in an awkward position. Okay, so it's definitely not giving +1 to this. So I think we cut the debris strike. I think it was only interesting to me if I was able to get whatever out of it. Yeah. Unfortunately, frost was blocked. Security. Let's go that. That. So I'm doing, might as well do that. That, mostly bot purity. And I want to get that out. Because I don't want to waste more, whatchamacallit on it. We have, actually we were guaranteed to get mana out. Because of this. And we were guaranteed to be able to afford to play whatever. And that should do good work. It's a weird deck. I'm really struggling to play out the Frozen Solid, which is unfortunate. But it's a little awkward. I should have planned better around getting rid of that. Instead of focusing too much on the cleanse. That spell's also not really my friend. Not really cool. I most want to be stacking buffs on, but I should have been actually in a little bit of trouble here as far as mana. That's not really what I was hoping to see. Let's go ahead and dispel you. Yeah, that's just a disappointing card. Like, I'm not too surprised because like it does explicitly say it does increases damage. The thing increases damage, and status is pretty emphatically not damage. But you know, I had to try. Let's go. And I may as well do that. And we get a little bit of damage from our summon. And we finish off. Really would like a mana card. Although, definitely not opposed to this Demon Breed. Alright, this fight could be rough, but it also could be fine. Now we go. Now, hopefully we get dispelled this turn. No. Oh, whoops, I should have saved the tool until we had whatever in hand. It's very fun. Alright. I'm going to save that for next turn. Oh, I need to actually get these out because I don't want to keep spending whatever on them. I don't want to keep spending my permanent tool buffs on them. I mean, I shouldn't be spending the permanent tool buffs on this either, but... Rude. Okay, this is also just not actually doing anything for me, so we can go. I think the extra strike goes first, because I think that is the least helpful. Let's put that on top. I do kind of really need to find one of my strikes. But I guess, worst case scenario, I can just really pump one of these. Should have done that first. I do appreciate being able to just easily pin off the vulnerable. Less a fan of that. Okay. I mean, kind of have the theme going at this point. I don't think that's actually good for us. As far as upgrades go, I like focus and royal coffers, I think. And then the first cut is debris strike, and then we'll cut brilliant idea soon. Okay. Yeah, we want that. The plan is to hold the mech plating until we can get something out of it. Why is it that it always dispels immediately, except when you want it to do that? To be clear, that was a rhetorical question. I'm well aware of how desire sensor works. To wit, maliciously. Alright, yeah, it seems worth doing at this point. Yeah, Marshall Greaves is really, really good with whatever it turns out. There's the dispel. Don't hate upgrading that. Could pitch that and draw into our other strike. I don't actually hate that. And the reason to... God damn it. Trying to think, which is difficult for me. Kind of like just that. Alright. Poison's gonna work. And yeah, this is up to 20x3 damage. Which seems eminently reasonable. Doop doop. Figured we just need this to be lethal. Which. don't think we were too far setting off that being neutral. Hoping to shock out, although at this point I don't think we even need it. No, we don't. That's just lethal. Okay. Well, our scaling isn't actually absurd. Like, it's solid, but it's not crazy. That seems okay. And then we're going to cut. Yeah, I just don't think we'll... I'm not a huge fan of the brilliant idea right now. It's not terrible, but yeah. Alright, we get the bonus chimera. Everyone loves bonus chimera. And then bonus chimera has a bad time. Which is what bonus chimera exists to do. I think we're actually going to do that. And get as much frost out as possible. Although, kind of a waste here, but... We'll put that back to draw next turn. Sure, why not ice? And just have that scaled up for the next turn. We're actually in pretty good shape if we get to spell, which we did not yet, because we were in good shape for it. You cannot convince me that being prepared for being dispelled and having dispel not happen aren't related. I'm just going to go for lots of men here. I have room for one more of those. Oh. Might as well do that. There's the dispel, which only gets flex one thing from us, which is fine. Should be able to get this stacked up pretty well. Oh, let's just have one more. Sure. That'll count. And just for funsies, dispel. And freeze? Not quite. But we are going to freeze on the permanent frost rune, frost barrier, whatever. Alright, Adventure's Log is very good. Expansion is also pretty good. This is also really good because it gives us guaranteed access to Mighty and Tough, which I do not hate. God, it's so hard to pass up Adventure's Log. So I'm not going to. I'm not going to pass up. I like having extra max hand size. I don't think that's that good. I think that's relevant, but we'll take it. And then kind of leaning towards... All right, I'm keeping that, so we're upgrading it. And then we're upgrading that. And I think I'm actually going to cut the treasure hunt because it's slightly cumbersome to play. And I think we have enough other treasure sources at this point. All right. So I'll turn that on, which is obviously important. And now that's on. So we want at least one tough. Otherwise, I think we're kind of just wanting to stack powerful. And wow, I was also figuring we would draw some, but I guess we're not. Some of that. Goodbye. So Adventure's Log wasn't like mandatory there, but it absolutely was not a small part of why that went as nutty as it did. See what that is? Already scaled. So. And we can freeze it. Good fight. Both teams played hard. Really able to see turn to go to the next area, I think. I do not hate having a mine to tap. I don't think any of this beats what we currently have. Alright, this fight could be tricky. Okay. I think we need to copy that. Get dunked on. I may just freeze the cleaving, because I don't think we actually need it this fight, and just go all in on poison darts. I think we're actually going to end up using this daily creativity. Oh, I should be getting powerful up. Mighty up. Alright, well, at least we blocked in people. Odds of finding mana here are not amazing. Could also just copy this, but we don't have mana for that either. So I think we're just going to go for... There we go. We are still looking to get dispelled at some point, but that's fine. Yeah. We can deal with this. Don't ask me how, but we can. Get to copy mana. Even if that's not really my preferred thing to do. Get rid of that. Let's go. Oh, just summon a swarm. The awkward thing is, I really want to do this, but then we don't get that out. It'll be fine. See, it's fine. Just making our enemies' days worse. I'm not even sure how much +1 matters at this point, but RAM status is good. Let's actually go... I think I just do those. You have enough powerful that I think that's going to be decent. Not that it matters. Well, I guess it does, because like this will mean that we don't even have to deal with whatever. Just get completely dunked on. Okay. That's a good place to end part 1. Ooh. Been a long time. I haven't gotten to get this. This is my first time seeing Umber Rights since it was nerfed. We've got a ton of rerolls. Still no, I think. Just discard. So Umber Rights Plus is 4 mana now, but I think it's still good. Still worth it. Upgrade. I think we are stuck using the Predator's Focus. Kind of did cut one of the 2 strike draw, but I think we need both still. I may cut one of the Death Focuses. Not totally sold on those. Honestly, I may cut the Gather Equipment. I don't think it's actually doing that much for us, and it's pretty expensive. Yeah, despite spending an upgrade on it, I think that's not really feeling it. Okay, so going turn to Gunk is less important because we have the Umber Rights, although it is still very good. Obviously, Dig to the Muck would be very good, but it does require us to take a route that we don't really want to take, which is to say we have to get a couple events for it. If you go this route, we have to give up 1 event, but We get this fight, which could give us plus fatigue. This fight could also be a nuisance. But we do also get another shot at expansion, I guess. But that's going to be it for part 1. See you for part 2. Until then, toodles.